What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag to you. Okay, last week I did not get around to reviewing Little Women LA, and I didn't even watch it this week neither, but I guess I'll try to double up and maybe binge watch it today and see if I could get out a double episode type review. I got a new puppy, and yeah, he requires constant care and stimulation, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, okay. So this episode starts off with Juicy and her friend Dominique. And Dominique, I think she said she is going through like a breakup or something like that. So she's sad as hell. So Juicy's like, all right, well, I was just eating some chips. Let me take Dominique lingerie shopping, to cheer her up, which is kind of awesome because nobody don't ever take me lingerie shopping to cheer me up. And my mother used to do that when I was a little kid, okay? Not actual lingerie, but just like underwear shopping, because for some reason, yeah, we think that having new drawers make people feel better. Anyway, so Juicy's talking about, oh, okay, well, since her divorce, she's only dated a few men. And since she's the maid of honor, she's not now starting to realize that she's going to need a date for the wedding. So they're trying on these clothes, and may I be the first? Okay, I'm probably not the first because some people probably did their their video yesterday. But by the time I finish writing my notes, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and then it would take me an hour of making my husband and the dog be quiet, trying to make the video, and then the editing, and it'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning by the time I'm finished. So yeah, I don't do that. But let me be 18th or 20th to say, Juicy looked a hot ass mess, okay? Ridiculous in those fucking clothes. The first thing I could have done without saying that. Just it didn't need to happen at all in my goddamn life. And then the second one, I think it was it red and pink? Do that go together all of a sudden? Yeah. Maybe if you're wearing a red shirt and you got on pink lipstick or vice versa. But yeah, together. And then the ruffly shorts. Now see, I got one of those outfits. I actually got pictures in it. Slutty ass, right? But anyway, yes. So her friend tried on the little ruffly shorts, and then she tried on some enormous ruffly shorts. I couldn't even imagine how wide they have to be. I don't know. Okay. They're ruffly, and I have to kind of move back. It might get blurry. I would say Juicy's butt is about this wide. That's how big it look on TV. I know it's supposed to add 10 pounds, but as a joke that I heard on Friends one time, they were like, the camera adds 10 pounds. And he was like, well, how many motherfucking cameras is on you? Really? You're enormous. And lumpy looking. When she turned to the front, she got the look. It wasn't uniform. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't cute. It was a complete and utter violation of lingerie in general. I hope she purchased those because they was all up in her ass, cooter area. Erase it from your mind. Okay, so then the girl like, oh, look at all this booty right here. And she was like, yes, men like women with booty, with asses. And that's what we gonna do. We gonna meet some men. What I'm confused about is how is lingerie gonna help you meet men? You can't wear it outside. No one's going to see it except for somebody who I'm assuming you've already met and let into your home or bedroom or hotel room or whatever it's going to be. Yeah, you can't meet people in lingerie because that's weird and hoish. So unless you is about to be a stripper, which for the love of God, Juicy, say it ain't so. No. That's what I won't stand for on this show is your little meatballiest ass. Meatballiest is what you are. You will not be stripping. So this meeting men in the lingerie don't make no motherfucking sense, but I'm just gonna assume that maybe you meant you was gonna have clothes on and meet people because ain't nobody gonna talk to you with them shorts on. All right, then Money and Moreland, they're going to get liquor. So she's saying that Moreland came on arguing with her about the cost of the wedding, so they figured they could keep some of the cost down by buying the liquor themselves. So they're in there, they're looking at wine, and Money tells Moreland about something called the Georgia Bridal. And she was like, well, maybe if he was to come, he would understand more about weddings, you know, what it entails and all of this and all of that. Because I could see that there are men who really, I don't know, if your family ain't never been married, ain't nobody in your family ever been married, they don't particularly know nothing about etiquette or the way that shit is supposed to be. I was living with a guy years and years ago. We've been together a year and a half, all this and all that. And he was like, we should get married. And I'm like, all right, but the ring is supposed to be 3 months salary. He took that for me to be a stuck-up bitch who was uppity and blah, blah, blah. And then he actually saw it, I guess, on TV, and it validated my claim that it's supposed to be 3 months. He was like, I didn't know. I never heard that before. Well, I don't know how you never heard it. I mean, I hear it constantly, just like you just heard it on TV. I've been hearing it on TV my whole life. Like, I didn't make the shit up. You fucking ass munch, okay? Trick ass bitch. Anyway, yeah. So men don't always, a great many of them don't know shit about weddings. So when you are telling them stuff or bringing stuff up, they don't get it. And they be like, why do we need that? That's not necessary. So she wanted him to go to this Georgia Bridal thing so that he could see what things are the normal things and how planning goes and blah, 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 blah. Without her having to keep on arguing and going tit for tat with him. Even though I think that she's the one in the wrong, because he seems pretty easygoing to me. All right. So, she said that she wants him to go, and she invited everybody, even Minnie, but why though? If you don't like her that much. But she was like, all right, well, I'm going to my anger management classes. I'm trying. So I'm not saying she invited to the wedding or she ain't in the party or nothing, but she is invited to Georgia Bridal. Then they sitting there getting a bottle of wine. She's like, oh, yes, my Moscato. Okay, so now this Moscato is $15. So this is... What did she say in the last episode when Juicy was like, what'd you do with your gift? I took that back and got me a bottle of Moscato. So her Moscato is $15. So, well, I'm not... Okay, I don't know if you're supposed to put a price on how much a gift is supposed to be for a baby. So I guess there's some things that you could get that could be $15. You can get a couple of packs of onesies and some diapers, maybe, depending on what brand of diapers are. You know, I guess if it's no frills, I don't know. Okay, okay. But anyway, yes, so she grabbed the bottle of Moscato, which I'm assuming is the one that she normally would drink. And he's like, all right, well, but it's one like right here for like $9.99 instead of $15. I don't know if it's $15.99 or $14.99, but it was, I rounded it off in my head to $15, so that's what I wrote. And then he like, well, why can't we get this one? And she was like, what the fuck? Like, am I that ratchet and that fucking ghetto? Like, no, I'm not that ghetto. $9.99 wine, I might as well just, you know, be serving Kool-Aid. First of all, Kool-Aid is not $9.99, okay? $10 for a bottle of Moscato, I think, is quite motherfucking reasonable. You are not a motherfucking wine connoisseur, so in all actuality, you are just trying to choose the more expensive one because it's more expensive. And as we find out from looking at people in the ghetto and in the hood, people think that stuff that costs more money is better. So you just want the more expensive shit. Like, anybody's going to be there price checking your motherfucking wine like a fucking idiot at your goddamn wedding. But whatever. So she's making a big ass deal about the fucking wine, the prices of the wine. She's like, oh my God, Moreland, see, this is what I was talking to you about. See, you provoking me. Provoke? Why? By saying that... If you want Moscato that is 2 different brands, this one is cheaper. At the very least, that could save you to have money for something else that you could really argue about. I'm saying choose your motherfucking battles. You just gonna argue about every motherfucking thing with the man. And it's his money. She like, I'm getting sick of arguing with him about money every day. It's getting tired. You know what? To be a motherfucker without no fucking job. I mean, literally living on somebody else's dime and don't got nothing to do but complain about how the fuck he's spending his money. Now, I do know that y'all are going to be married, so I guess that's kind of slightly somewhat your prerogative, but bitch, you not married yet, okay? So you need to probably knock it the fuck off. If I have to come down there and put it on Moreland, okay? Because I'll take him. I'll take him, girl. Let me stop. I'm just joshing. Kinda. All right, so they get the wine, and they sitting there. And he like looking at the, they got their glasses, and she like, first of all, both hands. He like, what you doing? You gotta do this. You gotta swish it around in a circle. He like, for what? She was like, to mix it up. He's like, it's already mixed up. Mix it up with what? All of it is the same thing. It don't separate. It's not salad dressing. He was like, it's already mixed up. She was like, well, I don't really know. I just see people do that. See, that's what happened when you try to act like you're not ghetto because you need to have $15 wine because of your level of classiness. But then you tell them motherfuckers they gotta fucking do this to their fucking wine. And you don't even know why. Yeah. So, miss me with the etiquette lessons. Girl, drink that damn wine and shut the hell up. So, she mad about the budget, like they balling. I mean, can Moreland just say what he do? Because I would really need to know. I need to know about the finances. I'm very intrigued. I would like to know. So she can stop tripping, or I can stop tripping. I mean, if he's loaded and he is really just being stingy, then I'll be like, you know what? Come up off that money, boy. But if she's bugging the way I feel like she is, she need to get the fuck up off that. So when a lady comes, he was like, well, yeah, this wine is all right, but we gonna need a budget. So she gives them a red because the first one was like a white, and I don't even know. It might have been a Pinot, whatever it was, And he was like, "Well, how about $11.99?" So they found a wine. I'm assuming it was sweet, kind of maybe a dessert wine, but he liked it, she liked it, and they were like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, she done started all of this damn arguing over 2 damn bottles of wine and $3 damn. Okay, so if you was gonna go with the $11.99, I don't know what the fuck was the problem with the $9.99, except that they're all dessert wines, which you should also know. All right, so Chris and Andrea, whatever, and Minnie. So Minnie is there with them, feeling awkward and shit, like, oh, could you move your legs? And she's sweeping and all of this other shit. And she's saying she felt a little bit weird, very sidekick-ish. So they get up and they go into the room, Andrea and Chris and the baby Aubrey. So then Minnie goes into her room and she calls Amanda. And Amanda's like, what's up? What are you guys doing? She's like, nothing. Just, I'm in my room and they're in their room. And she was like, well, how come y'all ain't chilling or having any fun or, whatever? And she was like, I'm just feeling real awkward being here, like I'm the third wheel or whatever. Just like, it's awkward as fuck. And child, you can cut the tension with a goddamn knife with them all in the room together. Like, it's weird as fuck. So she tells Amanda that she heard Andrea and Chris arguing. They had a big ass fight about her. And Chris, tacky ass, don't even have the coof to try to keep it quiet that he don't want homegirl there. So I don't even want to get on the tangent about my dislike for Chris because my hate, oh my God. Okay. So they're like, well, what was the point of her even asking Minnie to come? If she gonna take Chris back? Like the whole thing was supposed to be like, you know what? This is the last motherfucking straw. What you did, you left my baby still in a hospital. It's the same shit you already did. So you violated both of our children. You ain't shit. And I don't need your ass. Which he doesn't because he provides nothing. Okay? Literally nothing. He literally has nothing to offer. So while at the same time that Minnie is talking to Amanda, Chris and Andrea are in the room talking, and he like, so what's up with Minnie? And she was like, what you mean, what's up with Minnie? Like, yeah, why is she here? She was like, because she's my friend, and because when you left, that's right, I'm bringing it up again, motherfucker. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. When you left us completely and totally fucking alone, I asked her to move in and she stepped up to the fucking plate. So he like, well, I'm here now. Yeah, but you really shouldn't be. So I think that you might want to bite your motherfucking tongue. This motherfucker, Chris got too much motherfucking nerve, okay? He got too much motherfucking nerve. All right, so apparently Minnie is not bothering Andrea. Andrea is chilling. She's like, I mean, what's the problem? So basically right now, Andrea is conflicted as fuck over this damn boy and feeling like she gonna have to kick out Minnie after she already asked, and she's like, you know what, I feel fucked up to do this. Like, I don't want to like say it. I'm just, why is he there? Why is he there? Why did she accept him back? I mean, so easily. She could have been like, well, you're going to have to work for it this time. And I don't know, maybe go get a job, live in a hotel, go get set up for welfare and go to a welfare hotel until he get his life together or something, some kind of motherfucking tough love in some kind of goddamn way, because this needs to fucking end. I'm so fucking over Chris. Okay, so then Minnie meets, I don't know if it's the same day or the next day, with Amanda. Yeah, and she's talking about them arguing about her and all of that, and they're like, you know what? What's the point? Why did she do this if she was going to be taking Chris back? And they're basically talking about how Chris is the same. He's never going to change. They wish that Andrea would get it and move the fuck on. Like, but talking to her is like talking to a motherfucking brick wall. So what the fuck you going to do? Anyway, Bree goes to Dallas for Emily. All right, and she's telling her that, you know, everybody misses her and everybody's praying for JJ and everything. She also told Emily about the party that they had for Aubrey. Everybody came over to see Aubrey, and she's doing good, and she's so healthy. And Emily's like, well, I'm happy that she's not having to go through what I'm going through with JJ. You know, it's the kind of thing you want to wish on your worst fucking enemy. Even though I guess there ain't nobody enemies, really, well, they're not enemies. The fake twins and the real twins this season. This season is all about the black girls acting a motherfucking fool. So, let me see. Tara, she told her that she had talked to Tara from Little Women LA, the one that I hate. Okay, I hate Tara. Told her about a neurologist, and he's supposed to be like the real deal. So she should definitely get in touch with this guy and see what he says about JJ's condition, because whatever he says essentially kind of goes. He's like the expert to go to. And she's saying that her docs are telling her, you know, they had already said that his quality of life would be like essentially non-existent, and that they wouldn't be upset if she decided to withdraw care. And she's like, really? Like, who the fuck says that to somebody? Like, oh, we wouldn't mind if you just killed your baby just because, you know, whatever. So she's not ready to give in yet. So she's hoping that this doctor, she has already seen him, or he's already seen JJ or whatever, but he hasn't given her the diagnosis or whatever. So she's waiting on whatever it is that he's going to wind up saying about the baby, about JJ. All right. Juicy meets with her pastor, Pastor Nate, and Minnie. Essentially, she's saying that she regrets being so mean to Minnie. You know what? Because that's what I was talking about last goddamn week. She's supposed to be a Christian. Her father is supposed to be a preacher. Like, what kind of person? Like, you got to be a evil ass, petty, ignorant ass bitch to be doing the shit that she has been doing throughout, you know, the whole show, both seasons. She is not a kind person. And like I said, she the kind of motherfucker that make people not go to church. Because if people in the church are meaner than people, thugs on the street, I mean, what's the fucking difference? So yeah, she regrets it, which is good to me, because it seems like she is human. She got a heart. She ain't all fake and motherfucking phony. So she's saying, telling him, he's like, well, what's the problem? She's like, well, I want to get it back on track with Minnie. And he's like, well, what's the problem with y'all? She's like, well, she was lying. There was like a lot of lies, and the lies was drawing a wedge between me and her, us, but also her and the girls. Actually, the lie isn't drawing a wedge in between any motherfucking body, except for the motherfuckers who keep on bringing the shit up. Everybody else is completely motherfucking fine with Minnie. It ain't no wedges, no motherfucking where, okay? Except for the motherfucking wedge up your fat ass, you fucking hoe. Let me stop. Okay. So, yeah. Ain't no wedge. It's just you and Money being petty, bringing up the same thing over and over and over again. And I mean, it's literally like hardly any breaks. There are like no days that you see her that you don't bring the shit up. So, in fact, she's not driving the wedge or the lie. You are driving the wedge, because you are acting like you are a judge and jury. And motherfucking prosecutor and all the other middle people in the motherfucking tween. So yeah, there's that. Minnie gets there and she's like, what the fuck is going on? Because Juicy called me and she's like, oh, well, I want to meet up at my church. And then she was like, and now she got me meeting a pastor. So she ain't really very comfortable with it. So Juicy goes on to say that she really, you know, treasures their friendship. She doesn't like that things have gotten like so out of hand with their friendship that it, you know, starting to seem irreparable. So she wants the pastor to kind of mediate and try to help them to get over their little hump. So he's like, well, what's up? You know, what is the issue that you were having with her? And she's like, basically, there was this guy, he was my friend. And when we were together, she, you know, she just basically kept on going against me. She kept on attacking me and everything. And I feel like if you're my friend, you're supposed to be, you know, my friend. You're supposed to be on my side and all of this and all that. And she did not feel like that was what Juicy was giving her. So Juicy's like, well, I really do value our friendship. And I want us to, you know, mend our bridges and just, you know, be a lot better. So Juicy's like, so basically with that, I want to invite you somewhere because we both single. So let's go on speed dating together. And Minnie likes speed dating. Whatever. When they leave the place, they are, you know, kind of chummy, which is, you know, it's cute, it's good. And they're like, so you are going to do this speed dating thing with me? And she was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. She's like, do you pinky swear? No, really, like swear, like pinky, yeah. Okay, so they're doing the little pinky swear that she's not going to stand her up for this whole speed dating thing. And that what the pastor did tell them was that in order for them to move on, they're going to have to move past, you know, the things that brought the problems into the relationship in the first place. Like, let that shit go. So everything's got to go. I don't know why Juicy needed somebody to tell her to let it go. It never occurred to you that you could just stop being a bitch? You could just no longer do ignorant, fucked up things. Someone had to tell you, oh my God, you don't know how to fix this situation? You could stop. Could I? You mean stopping like not doing it anymore? Get out of town. What a novel idea. Knock me over with a fucking feather. Like, get your... Then we're back to Bree and Emily. And basically, very short little exchange. Emily is telling Bree that the doctor, the new one, the special neurologist that Tara told her about, is also saying the same things that her doctor was saying, that there's no fix, because she really wanted for him to come back with a totally different thing and say that the other doctors were wrong. But that is not what happened. So she is happy that she got a second opinion, because now she at least knows that the doctors that have been taking care of JJ know what they're talking about. And that they, you know, that they're on par with what really is what's up. All right. I got the air conditioner on because it's a scorcher up in here today. Well, outside too. Everywhere. Okay. All right. So now we at Andrea and Chris's house, and Minnie is there. And, you know, Andrea and Chris are talking or playing or whatever the hell they're doing. And she's all happy. And she was like, see, when he's like this just reminds me of why I love him so much. Why I love hanging out with him. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to have attitude. Why I love hanging. Let me stop. And he like, so did you ask her to leave? She's like, no. He's like, how the fuck? I mean, she's like, how the fuck I'm gonna tell her to just get out? Like, the shit is rude. And I'm glad that she recognizes that. She's saying that she feels bad because, like, over this time, like, they're so close. And, you know, Minnie has been there for the Tiny Twins, but they've been there for her too. They always on her side, even with the lion or whatever should be going on. They never cross her. They never turn on her. So I can imagine that this is a very tough decision to make that she really shouldn't even be fucking making. And don't even get. All right. So he's talking about, well, you know, I want to be comfortable. Like, I want to be able to go get coffee, you know, in my boxers. Coffee for what, motherfucker? I don't even understand your purpose in waking up in the morning, let alone needing to be fucking alert. You fucking crackhead, fucking high on TV, little ass eyes, trying to wear glasses, but they don't make you look no motherfucking smarter ass bitch. I fucking hate Chris. So, she's like, it's their little family, and she needs to understand that. And he needs to be able to be comfortable. So she is in a little confessional thing, talking about, well, I don't want to, disrespect Minnie. I mean, not disrespect. I don't want to, hurt her or kick her out or anything. But, I want to keep Chris happy. Keep Chris happy. Do Chris want to keep you happy? Not even keep. Do Chris want to make you happy, even for small stints of time? I don't fucking think so. Chris don't give a fuck about what's going on. Chris is there for the free meal ticket, and he think that baby fucking cinched it. So Chris is basically like one of those women that women are always talking shit about. Women who just try to get pregnant to give somebody money, which is ridiculous because if you're having sex with the person, then yeah. It's dumb when it's the other way around, but it's ridiculous when it's this way. Because a man that does not do manly things, 'tis not a man, okay? So he's a bitch. Fuck Chris. All right. And basically, Andrea's thirst to keep him, it's making me feel a little bit ashamed to know her, okay? I'm embarrassed of you, girl. I can't even be seen with you. Okay, I know I don't really know her, and we have never been seen together anyway, but just in case the invitation was ever put out there, no, I am ashamed of you right now. I mean, you're not embarrassed to be chasing behind somebody like this? It's almost as pathetic as, Minnie saying that that Pastor Troy wasn't really her boyfriend and she just made it up because she wanted to just be with somebody. And I mean, it's coming off very sad, very pathetic, and fucking sad. And I don't understand why she's so desperate to keep him. He ain't got no money. He don't pay no bills. Minnie has a job. She can literally help with the bills. So you're bringing in somebody who is going to be a burden, an adult, which means he's going to be a big ass burden. Little kids, they do whatever the fuck you tell them. A grown ass man that's running you and making you kick a motherfucker out your house so that he can walk around in his motherfucking drawers. Bitch, keep your pants on then. Because my motherfucking half of the rent ain't motherfucking leaving for your bitch ass to walk around in your stinking ass drawer. Oh my God. All right. Whew. Dominique, Juicy, and Minnie. And they are at this speed dating thing, all right? And Juicy is in there, nasty as always. I mean, she is always talking nasty. So they walk in, and Juicy's like, ooh, these men got my juices boiling. I did not explain that I didn't want to hear about Juicy's juices. I don't want to know nothing about your vaginal flow, ever. Okay, so Minnie is saying that she's really, really nervous. She wants to be seen as a woman and not really like a little woman. So she, she's drinking. She talks them back to try to calm her nerves. Juicy ass over there got questions. I mean, like a real motherfucking survey for these niggas, which I think is cool. It made me laugh, but yeah, you gotta let them know, and you need to know what you're getting into, and I need to know everything now. Don't hit me with nothing later. Do you have a job? Do you have a car? How about kids? You got any kids? How many kids? You want real dating or casual dating? Oh, casual? Next. I honestly thought the whole thing was pretty funny. But yeah, I think that that's what a lot of these young people, I know that's damn sure what I should have been doing when I was younger, wasting my youth, my good years, my pretty years, my banging ass body without having to exercise years on losers. I mean, people would say it to me every day. You're much too cute to be with somebody like that. Why are you with this person? Girl, you could have anybody. You can't find nobody with a job to, child, my youth. Wasted on a bunch of fucking losers. And these are the questions that I need to be asking motherfuckers and just be denying that ass right off at the beginning. That's what the fuck Andrea needs to do. She needed to do. Now she got too many kids. I don't know what she's gonna do now. But anyway, the guys that they really did settle down to, Juicy and Minnie, like the exact same two fucking guys. So they was like, oh shit. Hope we don't come down to having a fight, scrapping over no boys. And when they brought him out, actually, the two were a better match with separate ones with each one of them. So one was a match for Minnie Moore, and one was more a match for Juicy. And Juicy was like, well, I'm glad that glad we didn't have to duke it out because she don't need no more drinks and no more food thrown on her. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. I'm an idiot. Anyway, so they're asking, like, have you ever dated Little Women? And they're like, no, not really, but it really shouldn't matter, height. Ain't no height on love and whatever. They seem to have a really, really good time. And it was just a real sweet little situation where they were all having fun, and Juicy and Minnie being together without fighting and without Juicy being petty. So good times had by all. How long will that last? Anyway, Andrea is scared to talk to Minnie and asking her to leave, but now all of a sudden now she agrees with Chris because they really do need to focus on their family and their relationship. She tells Minnie, she goes into Minnie's room and she was like, hey, well, basically, me and Chris, he's here and we need, some privacy and stuff. So I think it would be best if you moved out. Yeah. Minnie was mad as hell, okay? Pissed the fuck off. And she like, so I put down everything to fucking just come here and like move in with you because you said that you needed help with Aubrey because he left you, because he was gone, because he was out of the fucking picture. And she was like, well, yeah, I know. Like, I feel really bad, like, even asking you to leave. Like, it hurt me. I was crying and everything. Yeah, she don't give a fuck. She like, what am I supposed to do? Like, literally, I can't go home. I can't go back home. I don't have any place to live because you asked me to move out of where I live to come help you. And then, what, a week later or whenever the fuck it was when bitch ass Chris decided to come back, you want me to leave. Like, people should have got a lease agreement. Even though she probably ain't allowed to be subletting any goddamn way. But yes, take that ass to court. Because that's pretty fucked up. So she's saying that she feels so stupid for moving in, like, in such a rush. Like, she should have thought about it, or she probably should have, listened to her motherfucking mama. Okay, so, Andrea's like, well, I really wish that Minnie was more understanding, but I can understand why she mad. Well, I'm glad you can understand. Okay? You should understand why everybody is motherfucking aggravated about you and Chris. So Minnie's like, so what's gonna happen when he do this again? And she like, well, it's not gonna happen again because I'm not gonna like keep taking him back. Girl. Ain't no need to lie. Your word should have been, I'm going to take him back again because I'm stupid and I act like this forced, fake ass family is a real thing that I need to work tirelessly on to keep together. All right, so she's saying she can't go home because Tammy, she's like, my mother told me all of this shit was going to happen. Chris going to come back and you're going to diss me. And I was like, nope, you're wrong. So now that she has got dissed for Chris, she's embarrassed because she got to go crawling back to her mother and beg to move back in. And yeah, you got to feel motherfuckers stupid as hell. Andrea's like, well, I hope that Minnie is able to forgive me, but her and Chris need their privacy to deal with their relationship problems. And she's like, well, whatever, fine. I guess I better start packing. She's like, you want help? No, bitch, I don't want no help. I'm like, did she really want to help, or was that shade? Was that shade? It seemed shady. I don't really feel like they be being shady to Minnie on purpose, but it sounded shady. It sounded very Juicy-esque. All right, so now they're at the Georgia Bridal. The twins didn't show up, and Bree is still in Dallas with Emily. So it's just the three black girls. Oh, did I do three like that? Okay. The three, Money, Minnie, and Juicy and Moreland, at this event. Now, when they walking in, Juicy's, you know, like, oh my God, I'm so excited about this. It's so beautiful. You're going to love it, okay? Because before I was Miss Juicy and your maid of honor, I was a wedding planner. So they're going to have this. There's going to be dresses. There's going to be wine. Blah, 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 blah. And Minnie is like, she is really too motherfucking excited about this. So I'm hoping that she calm the fuck down by the time we get in there. As the maid of honor, okay, so then Juicy, basically every phrase that came out of her mouth, every explanation, but as your maid of honor, I think you should have cake. As your maid of honor, I think you should have anything you want. As your maid of honor, as your maid of honor, yeah, she was rubbing it the fuck in, okay, over and over and over again, and I have a hard time believing that you don't know that you are, you know, being rude or hurtful or whatever. So Minnie is picking the shit up as shade. Minnie is also feeling weird and left out because Juicy is like kind of taking over, like, come here, money, and then money, and look, and that's your maid of honor. So she's just kind of making it like a me and you sort of thing and leaving Minnie out. I'm saying, why even invite her if you're gonna, you know, make her feel like a fucking outsider? She already a third wheel at motherfucking home, okay? She don't need to be a third wheel out with her fake friends. Oh my God. Okay, so she thought, well, Minnie is like, well, damn, I thought that me and Juicy was being friends, but she here, like, she's doing this shit on purpose to try to make me feel bad because she's maid of honor. But she never let Money know that she was even upset about Juicy being her maid of honor. Like, she has literally kept it to herself. But I guess these motherfucking drinks that she been throwing back, she feel like she is mad about it, and she want to just go and tell, she want to tell Money. Let me know down in the comments. Do you think that Money genuinely likes Juicy? I mean, she didn't like Juicy, but like her enough for her to have been her maid of honor? Or do you think that she specifically did all of this shit just to spite Minnie? Okay? Did she do it just to spite Minnie? Or is there a chance that she actually is that close to Juicy in this amount of time to feel that close to her for her to be her maid of honor? Let me know in the comments, please. All right. All right, so Minnie pulls Money to the side, like, can I talk to you? And Juicy's like, well, I'm wondering what's up with Minnie anyway. Like, she hasn't talked the whole night, the whole day. She's been quiet, she's not interacting. Like, what's the point of even coming if you don't want to have no fun? She was like, I mean, I know she's feeling awkward without the other girls, but, you know, she shouldn't show it. Question number 2 that I'm going to ask y'all that I need to get some answers for. Do y'all think that Juicy innocently was just doing that, or was she saying maid of honor over and over again, or was she trying to be a bitch? Because I did feel like I saw a scene where she looked like she was doing it on purpose to be shady, just to spite Minnie. But years and years and years ago, my sorority sister, who was my big sister, she had a boyfriend, and when she got him, she called him her boyfriend. She never said his name. She always said my boyfriend, my boyfriend. So it literally was just the way that Juicy was doing that yesterday, like in that motherfucking order, okay? And she wasn't doing it to be an asshole or to spite anybody. She was just doing it because she felt like it was cute and or whatever. So could Juicy have just thought it was cute and she was so excited to be the maid of honor, or was she just being a bitch? Let me know what you think in the comments, okay? Okay, so Minnie's outside talking to Money, and she's like, well, look, I just don't feel right about this. You know, I don't feel right here. Juicy is rubbing that whole maid of honor shit in my face, you know, just to be spiteful. And, I mean, why did you pick her to be your maid of honor anyway? Like, really, she don't even know you. Like, I know you. So then Money is like, are you finished? And she like, yeah, I am done. Yeah, well, you should have thought about all of this when you was back there lying. This feeling of betrayal is how I felt when you was lying and I was going hard for you. So she like, first of all, how do you know what she know about me or whatever? And she was like, I mean, you just started fucking hanging out with her. That's my puppy. See, I told you he's brat. Stop crying. Shh. All right. And she was like, all right, I had to go get this little cuckoo bird over here. All right, so she was like, well, how do you know that she don't even know me? And she like, because you just met her and y'all just start hanging the fuck out. Like, I've been there for you. I've been your friend for like a long ass time. And Money is like, I don't believe that Minnie is here fucking bothering me, trying to pick a fight with me. I personally think Minnie's trying to clear the air and deal with the actual issue. Are you biting me? And Money is just kind of taking it all the wrong way. So she's giving Minnie all kinds of ridiculous, angry ass attitude. Yeah, sit down. So she like, yeah, while you was lying, Juicy is different. Juicy keep it 100 with me. And like they say, real recognize real. And that's exactly why you're not invited to the wedding. I'm like, what's exactly? Because I don't feel like you made a natural line of succession that led me to understand exactly why, which is actually what she's fucking asking. But yeah, if you feel like you made like a clear ass point, then I guess it's clear to you. I don't know why she won't let the shit go from last season. I mean, literally, even Juicy let it go. And Juicy is the one who you took upon yourself to attack, because Minnie did not ask you to go hard for her or to fight someone physically for her, and Juicy already forgave you. But yet you still keep on bringing it up like it's the worst fucking thing that ever happened to you, like in your motherfucking life. I think she need to get the fuck over it. All right, so, she was like, well, I don't want to be at your ratchet ass wedding anyway. She was like, a ratchet ass wedding that you wanted to be a part of. No, I don't. I don't want to be a part of no ghetto wedding. Stop lying, Minnie, because you do. You really do. No, but I know that you be having to argue sometimes about the shit, because you be like, if somebody try to call you out, you be like, what, bitch? I didn't want to go. Okay, I didn't. But you do. You really do. Okay. Money tells... She go back in and she tells Juicy that Minnie is like asking why she's the maid of honor or whatever, and how she don't feel comfortable there. Juicy's like, oh my God, why did she bring this here? Like, okay, this is you guys' day. Like, this day is for Money and Moreland. And she was like, well, maybe I did go overboard trying to be a really good maid of honor. Bitch, you know you went over motherfucking board. Trying to be a good maid of honor. It ain't the wedding yet, but okay, if that's what you was doing. So Juicy's like, well, I got a surprise for y'all anyway, something even bigger. I entered y'all into this like newlywed game thing. So Money seemed to have a little bit of apprehensions, like she got a little bit of attitude. Did she like, well, did she really like put me and him into a contest for us to get on a stage in front of hundreds of people? I'm like, isn't this your job? Voiceover? Well, actually, she don't have to be in front of hundreds of people. Okay, take it back. Anyway, whatever. She's supposed to be able to talk in front of people, but she is upset that she got to talk about her personal business in front of people. So that's really the goddamn issue. But they won. Favorite nickname, Wookie. Why are you the perfect fit? Because they love each other. Whose invite should get lost? Minnie. Blah, 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 blah. All right. And Juicy's like, well, you know what? It's a good thing that Minnie wasn't here. Like, yeah, because that would hurt her feelings, bitches. And Money was like, well, she told me she don't want to be a part of my ratchet ass wedding anyway. She's like, oh, no, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And that ends this episode. So, I think I recapped all along. Let me see. We already know the inevitable is happening with Emily. Bree is out there with her. Amanda and Andrea were not together at any point in this episode. Andrea is tripping and being a dumb ass bitch over Chris. Chris is still the same shiesty, useless ass motherfucker that he was, and now he back to draw a wedge between Andrea and Minnie, who are actually close and all of that stuff. Money invites Minnie to something, even though she apparently didn't even fucking want her there. And I thought that Juicy was trying to make nice by realizing that she is a horrible person, but I don't know, because she seemed to go back and forth, not giving a fuck if she's a horrible person and then caring about it like after the motherfucking fact. Money is still acting like she's a dime, okay? Is that what young people call it? Yeah, she's acting like she's a dime, and she isn't, okay? She isn't, and she acting like Moreland supposed to, you know, basically break the bank on this motherfucking wedding, and like she is, you know, some hoity-toity ass princess. So everybody in this motherfucker tripping. Minnie got to move back home with her mama. It's just all pure ridiculousness, but oh my goodness, I saw the previews for next week. and I'm pretty excited. Okay, so you want to see my baby? He's a Chihuahua. He's a Chihuahua. Say hi, baby. Say hi. Say hi. No, not to me. I already know you. Say hi to other people. Look, look. Right there, right there. Okay. Yeah, he don't give a damn about that. Anyway, stop trying to bite my face. My husband's been playing games with him where he wants to make him tough, so now the dog bites and he thinks that biting is a game. Yeah, my husband's an ass. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about my review and or recap down in the comments. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to watch my channel. While you're at it, swing by and check out my previous video.
Pictures. I think it'll be fun for him and really good for his confidence and all of that.
If you're into prettying yourself up and beautifying, go and check out my natural hair and beauty channel.
I never fancied myself as a big-headed person, but man, oh man.
I also have a fitness channel where I share free workouts if that's something that you've been looking for.